So I literally just woke up from a nap 10 minutes ago or something. And I woke up with this immediate rush of, okay, I need to do something. What's next? What the hell is that? That's definitely not my energy. It never has been. And I'm actually feeling, even right now, I feel it's annoying. It's stressing me, and I'm quite patient with energies. Maybe you've worked with these type of energies before. Like, if you consider yourself an empath, right? Like, you are somebody who is easily caring about others, energetically. Like, maybe you are easy to absorb people's energies, right? Even when you go out to the city, like out and about, groceries, whatever it is, you're very perceptive of energy and you can sense it quite good. Um, I want to say there's a need for you to protect yourself. And protection is not building walls in, it's not being scared of going around and, yeah, being scared of absorbing this energy, right? Because that will make you feel it even more, attracted even more. So it's not about building walls of being scared of it. What else? Uh, yeah, mainly those two things, right? It's also not about being avoidant of, okay, so now I'm not going to go out because, yeah, I'd rather I stay alone or isolate yourself, right? So it's none of these three things. And by protection, I mean mentally, um, stay in your power, stay completely in your power, stay heart centered. No matter what, it's a lot. It takes a lot of discipline to control your thoughts. Eh, hmm, that didn't feel good. Um, so I'm gonna scratch that. It takes. It's all about focus. Literally, it can make it simple, actually, because it is quite simple. In that moment, you're feeling this energy. So, me personally, how I'm currently feeling it is, or how you might experience it is negative thoughts, right? That you're picking up from other people while you're out and about or having a conversation with somebody or whatever it is. Um, because it is easy for you to pick up on projections. So a way to protect yourself is knowing that. It's knowing, catching those projections, right? When you're being projected on, and knowing that is not you, essentially. Knowing who you are. That is the way to protect yourself. Knowing who you are and standing up for yourself energetically. So staying in your power, in other words. Staying in your power means not leaning into that projection. So it means if you see somebody projecting on you, it, like, this could be just with a look, right? Or verbally, even, or you feel energetically somebody's trying to project on you or projecting on you, consciously, even. Um, Staying in your power means not giving a fuck about it, not even not feeding into that projection. So not giving it power, not paying attention to it, not leaning it with it takes literally a millisecond to make you doubt about yourself. So staying in your power means essentially loving yourself and being confident and being like not going into a victim or lack mentality on that instant, but you can even affirm in yourself, right? When you catch yourself having a negative thought, you can immediately switch it to no, the opposite, like something that is close to you that will make you ground again in your power. So this could be any affirmation for you on that moment that you feel is powerful enough on that exact moment to ground you in. This could be even on that day, right? Like affirmations on a specific day might be more resonant than in another day. So um, for example, like uh yeah, no, like you can even say no, I am good. Let's say I am a good person, because there is a lot of projections and that's the main projections that empath has have, I would say, which is ironic, because you are empathetic, right, to other people's, but other people, that's just the dynamic, um, might project on you and on other things, right? So a lot of, well, it doesn't have to be, it's not even about you, that's the thing, it's not about you, it's ironic because you care about them, even they don't see it that way because they're projecting, right? And usually projections is about, if people are projecting, is because they haven't resolved something within and they are not loving themselves strongly enough. So anyways, it doesn't matter. I was losing my point here. Why was I saying that? Yeah, because okay, I'm gonna finish that point because yeah, I say ironically because you care about them, but oh yeah, but they might not think you're a good person because either you are very, let's say you're a confident person, so you're walking around confident, you just doing you, um you stand in your power, but this can be felt energetically, right? If you've done the work, your work, you are a powerful being, you believe it to be, and you feel it, you're abundant, you understand yourself, and you take care of yourself, you know your worth, and all of this, other people unconsciously, right, might pull you into this perspective of like you're not good, like oh look at this person or something, like maybe thinking that because people don't like confident people because again projection of themselves because they are not confident themselves, right? So it feels like a threat to them. Even competition, you might feel like you've been put in competition a lot of times because you're just doing you, because you are just working on yourself, confident, and bet like just doing you the best you can be. And people who have unresolved things, issues within themselves, they are going to project negative things towards you, like like this person might make you feel a certain way, and that's why I say like they might project things like you're not a good person just because you feeling good. You feel me? And for that, a strong affirmation could be I am a good person, like you standing firmly in your knowing that you are a beautiful being, you're a good person, and you want nothing but the best for them, and just or something. This could be different, right? This is just an example that can work on any given day if you're feeling that particular energy coming at you. um, yeah, because this can be from others, or it could be external energies in the world, right, that are siphoning your life force. And that's another topic, but it is in um, you actually there is a difference, right? You can feel the difference of what is what. If it is somebody else, like a projection, if the negative energy you're feeling is projection, or if it is coming from another external force, negative force in the world, like how this world operates, negative entity, right? Dark force, um, that is trying to siphon your energy essentially. And that sounds so like, ooh, because siphon sounds like, oh my god, I'm getting all type of what was it? The anyways, like all like, but it's again, being scared gives it power to any negative energy. Just see it from an objective perspective. Don't put like this, because the mind would go into funny enough, but we are wired that way because of what we watch and stuff, right? But if we go into like, oh my god, a monster or something, right? It's not a monster. It's literally energy. It's physics taking place in a very intense way. Let's say, in a very like, let's say atoms fighting for energy. Put it like that. Maybe hopefully that takes you off that mindset of, I will take that as confirmation of like, yeah, being scared is nothing to be scared of. Again, whatever scares you, if you are scared, you're feeding that energy, and that's the thing, that's the difference. um, Maybe we could talk about like, how does it feel when you've been projected on, and how do you feel this. And so basically, when you're feeling negative energy can go to your thoughts. um, you can think certain thoughts. And one thing that is very important for you, especially now going into a 5D vibration, right? A 5D frequency globally that we are going into this new earth, is that we are becoming more one, right? We are becoming more. 5D is also about unity consciousness, right? Tapping into to the field, tapping into what's beyond ourselves. And that comes with great benefit, but I want to say also power, great. um, you might you are evolving energetically. You are, yeah, evolving as a human being energetically. um, so it's, you're becoming powerful being, right? Sovereign. And you can tap into people's thoughts easier. So you need to be aware that when you go out and about, or meet with friends or family, colleagues, whatever it is, some things, most of the things, depending how consciously aware you are, it is not your feelings or thoughts you are thinking, or yeah, if it feels bad, it is not yours, basically, because your being, the truest form of your being is joy. And that's why, if you've heard of Abraham Hicks, that's why there is a huge emphasis on your emotions being your guidance, your compass. your guidance system on this earth. Good feelings, as simple as it is. That's why we have to go back to simplicity when it comes to this, and personal development and working on yourself. I feel there is a need now, a shift now, um, about simplicity, or perhaps not now for everybody, but now at this point on your journey, if you're watching this right now and this is resonating, this is the point on your journey where you are guided to take simple steps when it comes to healing, quote unquote healing, or working on yourself. So in this case, it's just shifting that mindset to a simple way of, does this feel good? Yes, I stay with it. I stay with that thought, I stay with that inspired action, I stay with it, right? And I follow it, because that feeling, good feeling, excitement, joy, happiness, love, whatever it is, that will take you to the next good feeling, and the next good feeling, and the next good feeling. As soon as something feels bad, mentally, physically, energetically, that's a no-no. That's, you are not on your truest being. That is, again, your guidance system that came with this human vessel for you to be guided in this world as an, as a multidimensional being that we are. Is, okay, I'm feeling bad, this kind of energy, then it's, I need to go back, go somewhere else, take a new turn, take the left, take another path. It's literally a signal for you in this physical vessel to know, okay, that thought, that action, that whatever it was that triggered it, or your surrounding as well, doesn't feel good. But it's often your mind, because putting the blame on somebody else and something else or a surrounding is, in a way, thinking from a lack or victim mindset. And if you're in your power, if you truly, truly, truly are in your power, and you're truly operating from your heart center and love, there is nothing you have to worry about, and there is nothing that can catch you. And that's the thing, you don't need protection. So everything like this, and again, protection, I meant the three things I mentioned before, right? You don't need to be on the defense with the walls up, or avoidance, or scared. That's not protection. Protection is knowing your inner self, standing in your power, feeling and knowing deep in your core you're abundant, and in all levels, and you are loved all levels. Just literally loving yourself so deeply, like you are understanding you are love. You are love, you love yourself, and by loving yourself, you love others. You just understand that. And just by operating from your heart center, everything else just goes like that. So when you feel this negative energy, again, one way is through thoughts. You might go to a coffee shop or something and you pick up something on the street. Maybe if you're beautiful, you are picking, it's easy. If you're a beautiful being on this earth, even if you don't think you're beautiful, you, if you're a beautiful being on this earth, no people are going to project jealousy or lack on their part or something like that, like, oh, like these projection, stupid things, essentially, very stupid things, very like high school things, I would say. But that can come in a thought, right? Like maybe you feel like, oh, am I looking okay, what is up with me? immediately that's you being impacted by that projection. So that means you took that projection in and thought about it. um, you can feel this energetically as well, right? You can feel sensations in your energy field, and that's will feel personal for every one of you. You just feel this, and if you notice it, if you feel something, but you don't get what I do around, because how it feels is like literally imagine your energy field that is visible to you, and then something like somebody throws something on it and disturbs it, right? Like somebody throws a rock and you feel the waves in your field, and you're like, that's energetically how you would feel it. It's a way to describe it. um, I'm not gonna say this is gonna work for everybody, but for me is something that sometimes have worked is to look around, because again, um, these negative energies, they also try usually to um, um, what is the word, to sneak in your field while you're not looking as well, or like yeah, like like scare, they're not even scare themselves, but like people is they're sneaky in that way when it's negative, right? They're like, oh, like, but then when you look at them, when you're like conscious about that energy, I mean, aware of it, because you don't even have to be aware of the person, because that person is doing that unconsciously, right? Most of them, like literally, they're not even consciously aware. But when you're aware of it, so you're might check your surrounder, just like around, like, and when you pinpoint that, where the source, where it's coming from, it kind of gives you power, right? Like you're not like being like checked from behind and you don't know, right? Like this is kind of even like from an animalistic instinctual level, you're watching where it comes from, this shot, you know. um so that gives you power, and by taking that your power, like I see that, I see where it's coming from. you That's it, that's the end of it, right? You don't dwell in it, you don't give it power to it, you take back your power now, and now you're aware of it. It's like you can ignore it now. While when you are not aware of it, it, they might be still throwing you rocks. um, but yeah, energetically, and this, again, this is a bit hard to put into words, but energetically you stand in your power, and not with the person who's doing that, because again, that person is doing it unconsciously, right? um, but you energetically standing in your power within yourself, and again, this could be affirmations or just not giving a fuck, just seeing where it's coming from, and then literally ignoring it, because the best thing you can do to negative energy is ignore it. Don't even think about it. Don't feed it, right? Don't go into, oh, why am I being seen like this, or why are they like this, and why am I like, because that is making you a victim, and that is taking you immediately out of your power, and you are no victim. Okay, so if you truly understand you are no victim, you don't feed that, BS. So from the best, that came from the best, like, part of me, like, like, it's like kind of non-attached, right? Like just being aware of it, non-attached, from a non-attached point of view, because it doesn't think of it as energetically, on an energetical level, like very objective way. then you don't attach to the person who is doing that or sending that, because again, you could go into this. If you go into that way of thinking, then that can easily, I'm hearing, make you manifest more of it actually, because you're focusing on that. And if you know about universal laws, right, that what is alike of itself gets drawn to it. I didn't say that phrase right, but it's law of attraction essentially. So if you focus on it, on an energy, that's what is going to be manifested on that instant, on that, depending on your own manifestation powers. Could be that moment, or like in a bigger situation, a more long-term situation, for example at work, if you're feeling this negative energy from a colleague, for example, yeah, or a family member also, whatever it is, like you feeling like you on some type of victim mindset, or somebody's doing something to you, they're not really doing it again to you, it's unconscious behavior, and they're actually doing it to themselves, but they can't, so they project it, and they actually do it to themselves. That's why they also project it, because that's how they treat themselves. So that's also something to maybe understand about it. um, but yeah, don't focus on it, because then you feed that energy and you give it a space to exist. Essentially, you manifest it because you're observing it from that viewpoint, right? It's, again, think about physics. It's like this late experiment, right? if the if the vibrations are not seen, are not observed, they don't exist. Everything existence is there because we observe it, as a collective as well, but also personally on an energetical level, right? So if you feed that negativity, those thoughts there, this, you manifest it in your situation, in your surroundings, in encounters, and then it can pick up momentum, and then it gets harder to get out of it. So the idea is to stop it before that, right? So yeah, that can come, one, in your way of thinking, thoughts, emotions as well. You can pick up emotions when you're out and about. So suddenly you might feel anxious. Um, when you were totally good, you might feel angry. You might feel emotional, like sad, depressed, or something, like you want to cry, like immediate emotions like that, from people around you. And depending how close you are to them, right, how much access they have to you energetically. So not to say, oh, distance, because I don't know your personal situation, but what I would tell you as a friend, as a, like an advice from a friend, I would say, like, man, if you're really like close to that person, like you love them and there's good connection, but that person is going through something, I think you can, I would say, like, remember your power. You remember you love them, but it's them, it's not you, right? Like, have that firm. And depending how strong you've been pulled into some type of emotion, I would say, like, yeah, like, always put yourself first, man. I always say that. That's always my advice. It is selfless to be selfish, but we are taught otherwise. Um, when you take care of yourself and somebody tells you selfish, just think about this. It is selfish because they rather have you, for them, it is selfish because they rather have you do something that pleases them than please you. And that's why they see you as selfish. But who is the real selfish then, right? If you're doing something to take care of you and you're doing for you, to please you, to make you feel good, but they're saying you're selfish because, again, they want you not to please yourself, but to please them in any way, shape, or form. So always have that in mind. I always say, always put yourself first. beside like anybody, because you came here in this world for your own joy, right? Everybody else is blending into your experience. So as you, so are you in their experience, right? They're not gonna put you first. They need to put themselves first as well. So yeah, so I would say that. And if it is somebody that is not close to you and something, I would definitely just be like out of that, um, surrounded that energy field. So I would do anything, um, that in control to not approach that energy, to not be around that energy, and really put on, uh, yeah, not walls, but access. You just don't give access to that energy, to that person, to that situation. You literally don't put focus on it. So, and ignore it, look the other way, and go. Walk the other way as well, whenever possible, of course. Um, yes, and what else? That's another way. Thoughts, emotions. Another way that you can, and these are usually projections. This is what comes as projections, actually. The third one is what you might consider, what you might have heard also about, uh, what is it? Spirit? No, the spirit. I don't want to say spiritual attacks. Like psychic attacks is, yeah, psychic attacks. And what, there was another word for it. Psychic attack, like psychic warfare. No, psychic attack. And there was one that felt better, the term. Yeah, energy interference. Choose your words. Choose your words. Because, was it energy interference? Yeah. Basically, if you think it is a psychic attack, it's because you're given it power. You're not being attacked. I think this word just creates more fear around it, like a fear of protection, right? I feel, oh my God, like even that fear itself, like I need to protect myself, like people are attacking me, like no, no, that's creating fear itself. Uh, you can see it as energy interference, like maybe it's not even the word interference, but something else. But it kind of fits in. And how this feels is literally like, and again, this sounds more scary than it is, but this is how I would see it. Like, this is the feeling of it, right? Because of our minds creatively, how they work, and what we see in movies and stuff. It's like leashes coming into you, in your energy field. Like, it's like a bit disgusting and fun. Like, not funny, but it's literally like, oh my God, like, you, like disgusting, like, don't get near me. Not in a fear, like literally, it's like you're out and about, and or something comes in, like a thought or something. As soon as you are like down energetically, in a lower vibration of fear, lack, self-doubt, whatever, that's when these other entities, darker entities, external darker energies, again, think of it physically, just atoms fighting for energy, want to come in and get your energy, literally get it, so they can leave, basically. So feeding off your energy, it feels like that. It feels like this, and this is like, oh my God, okay, this is our time, this is our chance. They are down, they're feeling low, they're feeling shit, they're feeling self-doubt, they're feeling lack, they're feeling victim. It is our time now or never. And then just come in like leashes, and you literally feel like physically this could be, first of all, anxiety. The 100% feels like, I think that's, but it's not, that's the thing, it's not really like anxiety, but I think that's the closest emotion I could put in, but it's not anxiety, because anxiety is, again, that would be from projections. um, but it feels like literally in your energy field, like a slight vibration around you, which, and this is when you're controlling it, right, when you're staying in your power, but that you just feel like just that subtle energy like trying to hold on to you. But if you allow it, this will feel like an immediate spike headache, like in your head, like literally like an immediate headache. Not a headache, but like a spike of pain in your head, not the entire head, like maybe at the back, maybe here in different points, right? Because it depends where that energy comes from in your energy field. So, and you feel this immediately. It's like, and then you also feel like pain could be in other parts of your body as well, like just a spike, out of nowhere and sudden and like deep. It feels like a strike, that's why they call it psychic attack, right? It feels like boom, like a strike. Um, but again, don't fear it and don't see it as an attack, because you're no victim. You just stay in your power and that's it. Just be aware of it, because that's the way to change it, right? You cannot just also put a blind eye without knowing, aware of it. When I say ignore it, is which sounds a bit paradoxical, but this whole world is paradoxical. Um, is about being aware of it first, and then you can ignore it consciously, not giving in focus. By ignore it, I mean don't give focus on it, don't give power, don't feed it in. Um, so yeah, so this is what you would say is this energy interference from outside entities, and like siphoning, right? Like want to siphon your energy, literally, so they can leave, basically, so they can leave, because that's how they live. So you have to think of it as another organism that operates completely different from what we know as mammals. Mammals, we need to eat to get energy, while these entities literally feed off human life force energy. Not even life force, because that in itself sounds like, oh my god, my life force. No, but feeding off your energy, essentially. Energy that you put out with emotions, because emotions is such a strong energy. I mean, literally is holding this whole world, this whole universe. So that's why it's so powerful, right? Like love is the most powerful energy ever. And that's also another way they sneak in. Side note here, because it just came to my mind. If you watch tarot readings, then just be wary of that, because um, they can also siphon that addiction energy, right? Of which you can easily fall into, like, not yes, actually yes, addiction about not only love reading but consuming content, especially readings, that can be easily fall like into that. So just a side note there. And yeah, so you feel it like that. You feel like leashes coming at you, trying to get like literally suck on your energy. Is kind of disgusting. That's how I would say leeches, or yeah, leashes. It sounds like leashes because they are disgusting and you don't want them around, and you just want like you like get the fuck out, like that kind of feeling. Um, so yeah, and with that, literally the best thing you could do is just treat it like just what the fuck, like just objective way, like trying to that you have to completely ignore, literally, as because you will be aware of it, because you will feel it immediately, and completely like switch a button in your brain to not feed it, because the moment you feed it, they're gonna leash on you. So just switching to something else, and again going into your power, do, I'm hearing some meditation that definitely long term helps, right? Because if you're receiving this interference in your energy field, that means you have to cleanse your energy field. You have to cleanse your aura, and meditation, um, frequencies, that helps a lot, uh, just getting into your heart space. And this is, of course, frequencies helps everybody, of course, right? We are vibration, so of course, um, meditation as well, but also just getting your heart space, right? Because it means you are basically telling you your vibration as well, in a way. Not necessarily, because okay, maybe remember the difference between vibration frequency, because you can be in a high frequency, you can be a high frequency being and be in a low vibration, right? Because high frequency is like a higher level. Your vibration, let's say, that's your day to day, your moment to moment. But frequency is like a level you've already reached with healing and understanding and everything, that you cannot get down to. It's like you've already merged with that of your higher level frequency, in a sense. And vibration is just the moment to moment, which again, you can be in a low vibration, but it doesn't impact your high frequency already, you know. So yeah, that can send you, like, your vibration can be switched rapidly the next moment, all with the power of your mind, right? The power of your being present. That's also a being present and be in loving awareness, and just falling into your heart center is the most powerful protection barrier, everything. Like, you don't need to do anything. That's the thing. You don't need anything but to operate from your heart center, because if you are operating from your heart center, it's like you already have this magic shield around you. So, but again, also staying in your power mentally, like, it requires focus, and the more you practice it, the easier it becomes, and the faster it is as well, to just stay within you. So yeah, that's yeah, that's what I wanted to say today, because yeah, I picked up that energy also from somebody else as well. Yeah, and I want to mention also sexual encounters. That's a one-way ticket to blend your energy field with somebody else's. And yeah, just saying, pick up who you're going to share that with, right? Um, yeah, I can say for my end, I'm not, I've been somebody that would rather be alone. But recently, I just wanted to be free. Not that, yeah, I wanted to be free. And yes, I just want to say I picked up that energy from somebody. And no, it's not mine. I know it's not mine. And uh, it's intense, man. It's intense. So it could be even like, could be that you just know them shortly, right? Like, again, it depends. Like, if it is a sexual link, especially if you're like having a partner that is not meant for you, you are literally absorbing that person's behaviors in a way, like fears and everything. Like, you're merging energies. So yeah, um, you have to pick, basically, be discerning of what you will allow in your energy, especially sexual energies. Is spiritual and it is quite powerful. So it is the it is it is the easiest way, I would say, to get into your energy field, right? To have that connection. Like, there is no closest connection than that, um, with people. So yeah, just remember that, and make sure to check in how you feel, with your partner, with anybody, and yeah, be discerning and cleanse. Of course, that's just a given. Just cleanse, do whatever feels good, frequencies, baths, shower, right? Even shower, like, when you're out and about and they come back and take a shower, that's already cleansing. Water is cleansed, right? So that helps as well. Um, what else for me? Like if you have Palo Santo and whatever it is, like incense. Um, yeah, I want to say also like humidifiers is the name. What else? Reiki, right? I would suggest if you don't do your own energy healing, just try it out alone. Don't even. There is really no need to learn it. It should be. It's in. Let your intuition guide you. Yeah, just close your eyes and picture your energy field and let yourself be guided to touch and flow, like flow with the movement you're guided to make on that moment, on that space. Like close your eyes and you can be laying down, and if you feel the energy, negative energy, like around your head or a tension on your shoulder, whatever it is, this tension, this whatever it is, just close your eyes and go around it and move your hands however you want to move it. Just let yourself be guided intuitively, but you have to picture it. Picture as more than picture is like feel it, right? Like imagine it, and like with your third eye, picture it with your third eye, your field and how you are like touching it, like it is there. And then you will start feeling how you are how you are shifting, how you are cleansing, how you are moving around, because it's energy, so it has to be moved around. Usually when there is negative energy in our field, it's stuck, right? It's like a patch, let's say a patch, a dark patch in your field that needs to be a move around. So it's more like um, if it is your own energy, like you have to like blend it in your field. If it is external energies, you pull out, right? That's at least the basic thing that you have to do, because it's also mentally. If you feel it is an external energy for you, you know, for our minds to do something like this, plucking out energies or like pulling out, it's like external, right? We are taking something out that is not ours out. But that's why you do that with external energies. But if it is something you feel like it's you, a thought, a negative thought pattern, something from the past, whatever that you want to take away, then it's softer. It's like blending in. It's like carries in that spot, that area. Yeah. So that was it for today. Uh, yeah. If you're resonating with this, don't forget to like the video. If you're called to leave a comment as well, if this was helpful for you, if it brought you some insights or whatever, light bulbs. I hope it helps. I really hope it helps. And also don't forget to subscribe to get notified for the upcoming videos as well. Yeah, man, just this is your sign to, hey, it is not you. Remember that we are also in this energy world. Yeah, and we need to be conscious about it. We need to take care of ourselves in that way, right? And the whole thing about here is not approach protection from a fear emotion, from fear base, right? Just staying in your power. That's the ultimate protection. Staying in your power and operating from your heart. Yeah. Having said that, I hope you have a beautiful rest of your journey, of your day, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye bye.